Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera, aka Hbar. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And of course, if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. So with all of that in mind, let's just dive in. Let's talk about things. So I'm currently recording at 2 a.m. By the time that you guys watch this, maybe some of you at least, the market might look extremely different, so I do apologize. But overall, when we are talking about Bitcoin, when we are talking about Hbar, I've been telling you guys and I've been reiterating, and I know for a fact that's probably annoying at this point, but I'm not watching altcoins. I am watching the volume pile up for Ethereum. I am watching Ethereum dominance continue to rise because guess what? These are the key signals during alt season to watch for. It's not all about alts. Trust me, it's not. In fact, altcoins kind of range on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. They are the star players currently. I know it sucks to say, and I know that we hate to hear that, but we are nowhere near a utility-driven market yet. So, of course, I am watching Bitcoin and Ethereum closely. Not too focused on altcoins, but of course, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that I'm not focusing on altcoins in general or taking a look at them here and there. In general, for Hbar, we're still fairly far away from my target points. I mean, we still need a nice closing point over 35 to like 36 cents. I'm not going to be happy with Hbar's price action until we are at that point. We've seen 22, almost 23 cents multiple times in the past. Here we are. We've seen it back in, December. We've seen it back in, August. We've seen it back in May. I mean, it's a price point that we're at that goes all the way as far back as pretty much March of 2021. So why would I be any excited, or any more excited, I should say, about this price action than I was any other time? There's really no point. Honestly, I think that we still have a little bit of ways to go. I think that we're going to probably trade sideways for this month. Maybe not the whole month, maybe like the first little bit of it, like the first week and a half, and then that's when things are going to change drastically in this market, and I do believe that that's when we will see Hedera back on its trajectory course. Of course, I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about the Coinbase listing today, though. That's going to be in the end of this video, close to the end. We know that Hbar is already listed on some major exchanges, but Coinbase is no doubt going to help boost the price of Hbar significantly. I'm just not too focused on the Coinbase listing because I really don't care when we have it. I'm still going to continue to accumulate Hbar during this time. Of course, let's dive in on 2022, January, the first month of this year. Let's look at the growth. So first and foremost, 132 million transactions in January. We're at 2.14 billion in total transactions. 633,000 accounts with 28,000 new ones in January. I mean, this is pretty big. Okay, and we also gained one new wallet and custodian, and of course one new exchange, OTC desk, and or broker. So overall, we have been rising significantly in terms of transactional growth, in terms of accounts. This is all good to see. I think that when we're talking about the network growth, I think that this is great. I think that it's nice and relaxed growth. It's not like it's going parabolic or anything like that. We have seen incredible updates from the testnet in terms of massive transaction growth and demand. Again, I do look forward to those days where we do see that. Of course, it's probably going to take a little bit of time to get to that point. Now, I do also want to talk to you guys about Galaxy. So here is the COO and co-founder of Galaxy, Absolo Cisse. It's been a minute, Barbarians, but let's start a new thread on the forward-looking predictions for what blockchain and crypto in 2022 are going to look like, and they're somewhat radical. So Meta and Instagram will be the material threat to the traditional NFT marketplaces. Excuse me. I also do agree with this, honestly. Like, these NFT markets that we have now, aka the marketplaces, they are going to have a ton of competition from these centralized entities that have a ton of money, a ton of resources. So they're really going to have to, I would say they're going to have to pretty much make some leeway in that game. And again, focus on some of the major things that, of course, Solo is talking about here, like specifically, UX design and stuff. So again, I think that there's a lot of focus on, the decentralization aspect, and we don't really want Meta, aka Instagram too, like they're pretty much one of the same, moving in on the NFT scene and really kind of taking over. Of course, we do see our creator economy startups that choose to omit blockchain integrations from their broader product offering will struggle. There is a massive movement focused on ownership and monetization from creators. Web3 solves this in an efficient and scalable manner. I've always talked to you guys about how Web3 is huge, and of course, shout out to Galaxy app for this. Layer ones like Hedera will make large strides in terms of public adoption. 99% of blockchains suffer inability pretty much to meet the three challenges of speed, security, and even scale. The opacity of some popular ones will make it tough for regulators and new adopters to get comfortable. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty big. Honestly, I'm well positioned in a few layer ones. So I honestly think that this is something that is going to be really life changing throughout this entire year. It's just layer ones being, put into the spotlight, specifically like Casper as well. Like, I'm very intrigued with Casper in terms from like a tech standpoint, but Hedera definitely still is my main bread and butter. Of course, we do see here, layer ones and twos that have taken less diligent steps in putting together a defensive decentralized argument or decentralization argument will be met with challenges. And of course, we're talking, the next popular asset will be the social token, which of course, Galaxy app is built on, of course, Hedera. And I do think that social, tokens and stuff like that are going to be huge. Social tokens will be community building tools with no bounds. However, in order to unlock their full potential, easy to integrate application layers need to arise so utility can follow. So overall, when we are talking about Galaxy, definitely focus on Galaxy in general, but there's other apps as well that are very cool that are on Hedera as well. We're going to actually be addressing those in this video as well. But honestly, guys, pay attention to Galaxy. I think it's probably one of the main use cases that doesn't get a lot of spotlight attention, but it definitely deserves it. Also, we do see here Carmel Cadet. We just kicked off onboarding with another big regulator. Yes, breathe and wait for the announcement. I had very minimal input to the team as I'm focusing on fundraising, selling, and closing. They just killed it with an amazing feeling. Guys, so in terms of this article, this goes back to October 12th. Hedera Hashgraph integrates MTech CBDC infrastructure. Okay, now the best part about this is all talking about the regulatory sandbox, more so really kind of focusing on, CBDCs. And when we're talking about everything that's been happening, I'm very excited with things that are unfolding from the overall standpoint within the MTech scene, specifically this announcement alone, because honestly, this leads us back to, of course, the big whale, which is Hedera. Okay? This is all kind of focused on regulations, regulatory sandboxes. Hedera also stands to benefit from this. This is huge for Hedera. This is great for Hedera. I want you to all understand that, MTech's private CBDC platform will look to leverage the fast, fair, and secure Hashgraph consensus algorithm, which provides an asynchronous Byzantine fault-tolerant ordering service within and between each network. MTech is huge. Guys, I know that I've said it before. Focus on MTech. Focus on these companies that are not making huge waves throughout this market right now. When the moment arises, when this is all talking about CBDC centralization, decentralization. It's honestly crazy to me that people are not talking more about MTech. I remember when MTech first came out on the scene. Basically, when we first started learning about it back in May of 2021, I was all over it, because it was so incredible in terms of the use cases and things that could arise from this partnership. This is awesome, to say the least. I'm not saying that this is directly connected back to it, but technically it is. So this is going to be huge. We also see here the reason Coinbase has not listed Hbar. It says unverifiable code is a reason for not listing an asset. Without access to source code, an auditor or security engineer cannot easily analyze the token's behavior. Open source equals Coinbase listing. So I'm just saying right now, okay, a Coinbase listing, in my opinion, is on the horizon. The reason why is not only because of open sourcing. Like, open sourcing definitely is going to allow for this to really kind of be sparked up, but it's also the idea that we are seeing incredible things being built on Hedera. For an example, Actio, right? Act.io. Did you ever think crypto investment could be as easy as putting a watch list on Netflix? With the upcoming Actio V1 app, that's totally possible. Explore over 100 plus cryptocurrencies in just a few taps. What would be your first invest and chill purchase? And of course, this is all built on and powered by Hedera Hashgraph. Again, this is a huge application one, but also a huge website in general from a company standpoint. Like the next generation of financial services at your fingertips. Here's the applications. Like here's a Bitcoin wallet, Wealth Hub, dashboard. You can pretty much look into this as like a huge wallet app. Interest Vault as well. Like this is huge. They have massive amounts of use cases here. For an example, the Wealth Hub, our technology enables instant, secure, and fractional trading of all your financial assets. Even they're showing Tesla and stuff. And of course, you can pretty much see all the steps here. This is a huge use case. This is a huge use case. And of course, cards are coming soon. Again, all powered by Hedera. I want you to all understand that this is huge. This is absolutely massive. And we do see our Actio coin. Asset name, Actio coin. Ticker Actio. Starting price, coin type, Hedera Hashgraph. This is all powered by Hbar. And of course, they have an incredible roadmap down here. You can pretty much read all about it. 2022. Cards are coming, wealth card development, legal expansion of retail access in Europe, France, and Germany. Mobile app, of course, mobile app in terms of integration of equity and shares. They're talking about, Actio payment and wealth feature release, legal banking license applications as well. This is going to, lead into the banking scene as well. Guys, this is huge. Pay attention to Actio. I'm telling you guys, this is what we want to see. And last but not least, the reason why Coinbase would truly want to list, Hedera is because Mingo apps is huge again, powered by Hedera. We do see that their Mingo wallet is officially available via the Apple Store and Google Play Store. Again, development is continuing to ramp up from Hedera's side. And we do know that Mingo is launching the official Tyson Fury NFT collection as well. Release date is going to be happening soon. Pay attention to these small use cases that a lot of people are thinking that are small, but technically there are actually huge overall use cases. And you can go look through Mingo apps, media, and really kind of learn about why this is huge. Specifically, these are the use cases I'm excited for. Mingo Chat, Mingo Wallet as well. I'm just very excited for all of this. Like, even Mingo Play, like all of this goes hand in hand with mass retail adoption. Like mass retail adoption does provide massive amounts of, value. So I'm actually very excited for a lot of these, use cases. Specifically, Actio is definitely one to really kind of look forward to. Their roadmap is solid. I love this project, to be completely honest with you. Ever since it really kind of announced itself and made its, presence, I have been in love with Actio. This is a solid project, similar to Dovu, similar to Suku, all of these major assets or projects that I talk about on a day-to-day basis in regards to Hedera as a major asset and network in terms of the value that it will pretty much provide these huge companies. I talk to you guys about it all the time because these are all domino affecting use cases and companies, and of course they will all domino effect into massive amounts of value and volume moving over the Hedera network. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. In this video, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.